Ako po, si Claudy Baldovieso. Nag-work po ako dito sa Phnom Penh, Cambodia as a behavioral therapist. Magdadalawang taon na po ako this coming December as an OFW. Yun, ito po nasa likuran ko ay ang Royal Palace. Ayun. Ako, charan!
Hello! Isang mapagpala at mapagmahal na araw po sa ating lahat. Ako po si Tii Jacob, makabagong OFW sa makabagong henerasyon. So, I'm just a neophyte OFW for over 2 years here in Vietnam. But I'm originally Bisdak, Bisayang Dako from Iligan City, the city of majestic waterfalls, the city of the tribe people of Mindanao, Christians, Lumans, and Muslims. In Vietnam, I'm working here as an ESL teacher, from teaching students from preschool all the way to university and adult students.
Hi! Konnichiwa. My name is Monica, and I'm currently working for International Preschool as an English teacher. I've been living in the land of the rising sun for almost 4 years now. Living here was just my dream before, but now it's actually my reality. But I'm definitely loving it.
Words na magmamark sa'yo pag nandito ka sa Cambodia is yung Angkor Wat sa Siem Reap. And then, yung thank you nila yung Okon Charan. And then, Loklak. Yung food nila na Loklak. Kasi medyo, for me, medyo humahawig sa adobo natin yun.
Choy Oy, Aoyai, and Banh Mi.
The country where I am in is very famous for geishas and very famous for sumo wrestlers and samurais. Yes. And this country is known for their bullet trains. You can see the fastest train here in this country. So convenient.
Yung mataas yung level ng self-awareness mo, yung confidence mo, yung mas nakikilala mo yung pagiging ikaw. Ma-realize mo na, kaya ko rin pala yung kaya ng iba. And then, yun, eventually, yung mga nakasanayan mo sa Pilipinas, tapos dahil lang sa ibang bansa ka, no, mas nag-out ka dun sa comfort mo. Mas nadidiscover mo ko na meron ka pa palang maraming pwedeng gawin. Lalo na ikaw yung mag-a-adjust dahil nasa foreign country ka. Yun.
Being able to get to know the world better, like looking at the world in a bigger perspective, because staying in the Philippines would limit the way you look at the world. So being here, trying to know how the other side of the world like work in a professional environment would give your mind wisdom, would give yourself a direction. Where are you going? So it's basically an enlightenment for yourself. And of course, you would really grow if you are somewhere not from where you were previously comfortable.
I personally think that one of the best parts of being an OFW is that you get to learn how to be independent. Back in the Philippines, I was just merely a princess. I could barely do household chores. And then there comes a time in my life, like a certain stage in my life, that I thought I want to get out of my comfort zone and I don't want to be very dependent to my parents. So yeah, I just did it and I'm very, very grateful for that decision in my life.
Adobo, yung luto ng ate ko. Ayun, adobo at saka dagat at bundok kasi sa kind ng work ko parang kailangan talaga hindi pwedeng hindi ka magta-travel para balance lang. So yun, sobrang for me, iba pa rin ang Pilipinas pagdating sa mga dagat at bundok. Sobrang ganda.
What I really miss about the Philippines is being comfortable. Kasi everything is so familiar. I already know what to do in the morning. I already know what to eat, something like that. But right here, it's very difficult. Like going back home and you have no one to tell your stories to. Walang family na makikinig. Kasi iba yung ka-chat mo yung family mo, iba yung video call sa in-person ng mga chit-chats. Like, talking to your friends, it's really difficult. Because right here, there's a language barrier. I have some friends, but there would be some limits as to what kind of stories I'm going to share to them. So that's it. The need to vent out my feelings and emotions to my friends is really something that I really miss. Of course, aside from the love and warmth of my family.
Well, I can't deny food. I miss the food, especially Jollibee. Unfortunately, there's no Jollibee here and it sucks. And yeah, there was even a time that I really cried because I was just craving for Jollibee. I also miss my grandma's dish, although there are some Filipino restaurants around here which offers homemade dishes, but still nothing compares to my grandma's dish. I even miss my grandparents. Yeah. And I also miss the happy-go-lucky people. Yeah, like in Japan, you could barely see these people on the street. And in the Philippines, like, they're standby and they're like just laughing. Yeah, I miss this kind of vibe too. If I make sense.
Try to share with you guys yung mga work-life balance na ako, kasama ko rin yung mga friends ko siguro. Kasi most of us are alone or independent na nag-work dito. So, very independent. So, yun. Tapos, activities. Kaso, COVID pa. Pag okay na. And then, yung mga tour or foods, yan.
The 3 things that I'd like to share to you in the near future would be the Vietnamese cuisine and lifestyle, the famous tourist places here in Vietnam, and most especially the life of being an ESL teacher here.
I would like to tackle more about how it's like living in a foreign country, especially that I don't communicate in real language. I mean, I only have a little knowledge of it, and to be honest, it's very challenging. Yeah. And second, I would also like to tackle about how it's like being with an international partner and how we deal with our differences and also how we live our life together. And third, I would also like to share the beauty this country has to offer, not to mention the places and the food. Yummy food, of course. Who would not love food? Yeah, so basically maybe lots of eating stuff in my vlogs. And also I want to give emphasis on how convenient it is to live here. Well, except for the language, which I'm really working very hard on. Yeah, but in general, I'm loving it, definitely loving it.
OFW talks for me is an expression. Lalo na ngayon, nasa difficult times tayo. So, this is a great way para maka-reach out tayo sa ating mga kapwa OFW. Alam naman natin lahat na kahit saang parte or bahagi ka ng mundo pumunta ay merong Pilipino. So, yan. Lalo na ngayon magpapasko. So, very timely din na makapag-share tayo ng good vibes, positive vibes for everyone. Yun. So, watch out.
OFW Talks would be an amazing opportunity and a platform for me to share my stories to those who can relate. What's the life of being an OFW? And of course, to all those people who would like to become one of us. Like, I want to inspire people to really go out from their shell, to go somewhere else. Because you know, the world outside the Philippines is also amazing and you would learn a lot. This would be an awesome journey and I can't wait to tell my stories.
It's such an honor to be part of this growing community. To be honest, when I first heard about OFW Talks, I was really happy and at the same time surprised that this kind of channel finally exists. OFW Talks is a perfect avenue for Filipino workers to actually share their thoughts and experiences, may it be happy or sad or whatever it is, and that we know we are not alone in this journey that we chose. And I believe through this, we can learn from one another. I definitely believe. Lastly, this community can really inspire lots of people, especially those people who are planning to step out of their comfort zones and maybe right now they're still reluctant to do it. So I hope that this channel will really give them motivation and encouragement to actually pursue their dreams, because we just did. Yeah. Thank you.